Go through this quiz and let's go. So number 1, find the values of the pronumerals in these diagrams with parallel lines and give their reasons. So we're going to look at A here. Now, if we have a look here, when we have opposite angles, they are actually equal. So up here, A will equal 70 degrees. Now, so you could say that's opposite, so that could be your reason. If you say this one, see how it's in the same corresponding spot? So you could say because it's corresponding, it will also equal 70 because 70 corresponding angles are equal. All right, let's look at the next one. So if you look at, see how they're saying this is 250. What is it if you go a whole circle? 360. So if you minus 250, what are you left with? 1. So that's 110 there. If you have two angles inside these parallel lines, they're called co-interior. And what do they add up to? Yep, good. Co-interior, they equal 180. So if I've got 110 there, I have C, good, equals 70. And isn't D, you could say a few reasons. You could see the straight line there, or you could say it's corresponding with that one. So D equals, good, 110. All right, let's go to, all good? Right, let's do question 2. State with reason if the following pair of lines are parallel. So if this first one, if they're parallel, that means if they were parallel, they would be co-interior and they should add up to what? 180. Do they add up to 180?
Yes.
Yes, so that equals 180. So we would say yes, they're parallel. What about these ones? This is alternate. If these were parallel, that would be alternate angles, and alternate angles are equal. So if that's 72, this one down here should be 72. So no, this one is not parallel. Yeah? Okay, question 3. Find the values of the pronumerals in these triangles and quadrilaterals. Okay, what do the angles in a triangle add up to? 180. And what does the in a quadrilateral add up to? Angles in a 360. What is a quadrilateral? How many sides? 4. So a 4-sided shape. So here, if I've got 100 plus 50, I've got 150. How much more do I need to get to 80? 180.
30.
Yep, so x equals 30. Good. Now, this is an isosceles triangle. Oh, I can't spell it. Whatever it is. Isosceles. Now, that means the two sides are the same. When the two sides are the same, that means these bottom angles are also the same. So if that's A, the other side is A. Now, if they've all got to add up to 180, but we minus 44, what are we left with? 136. And so if we divide them by 2, that would give us one of the A's, isn't it? Because an A plus an A, which is 68. So A equals 68 degrees. All right, so here, once again, over here in C, we've got a quadrilateral. So it's got all the insides have to add up to 360. But first of all, is this a circle? And what does this have to add up to? That's got to add up to 360. So if so what would this angle in here to get to 250 to get up to 360, what would it be? 110. What does this box indicate? 90. So we've got 90 plus 110, that's 200, plus another 60, that's 260. How much more do I need to get to? 100. So B equals 100. Okay? You can always watch this video so that you can help. All right, what type of shape is this? I'd go a parallelogram, yeah? They might call it a rhombus on yours. Now with these, see how it means this is parallel and also the other ones are parallel. When that happens, it means that opposite angles are equal. So that means that's an X as well. So if this is 52, what's y?
52.
Good, y equals 52. Now they all have to add up to 360. So we've got 360. We're going to minus the 52 plus 52. So we've got 360 minus 104. What are we going to get? 256.
Yep.
Yeah? And that would be for the two x's, wouldn't it? So if I divide it by 2, that'll give me what x is. So what would that be? 128 degrees. Good. Alright, now this one, it says use the exterior angle theorem. If you remember, we said the exterior angle, that's this angle, is equal to the ones opposite it. So what they're saying is z plus 60 has to equal 145. So what do we have to make z be to get it to 145?
85.
Yeah, good, 85. So z equals 85. Because if you did 85 plus 60, you'd get 145. Good. All right, now the final one question is find the sum of these polygons and then find the angles sum. So we have a formula for that. Remember, the sum of all the angles is equal to n minus 2 times 180. What was n indicating? Good, number of sides. So if you look here, what's this one's n? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, what is it? 6. So if you're finding the sum, it would be 6 minus 2 times 180. So that's 4 times 180 is 720. So all of these guys have to add up to 720. Who worked it out? What was m? Because you could, yeah, because essentially you can just go, 720 minus, so what was it?
150.
150. Good. Now, how many sides does this one have? N equals 5. So let's work out what all the angles inside it have to add up to. So it'll be 5 minus 2 times 180, which equals, what does that equal, Max? 3 times 180?
540.
540. Excellent. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x's. So you've got to go 540 divided by 5 would equal x. And what does that equal?
108.
X equals 108. Excellent. Too easy.